Get in, nerds. We are playing Victoria 3. I just ordered the Lisbon Station fleet to go to the English Channel to knock out this American fleet. And other than that, we are getting into it in America. We got a landing force moving here. I think we're winning this battle. But more importantly, we're winning the battles over here, which is very important. If we can't break off New England, that won't be a tragedy, because if Mexico can get a hold of California and Oklahoma, America will be much weaker the next time around, and that will be a sufficient enough result for us to have what we desire. Oh, we're paused. I'm like, why isn't it going? Okay, here we go. Yes, we're winning. Beautiful. Visitors from the colonies. Boy, we are getting a lot of events right now immediately. Intellectuals from Azande are visiting our capital, arguing that the case that their home country is far more civilized than we make it out to be, and that our colonial designs on them are unjustified. It is quite baffling, I must say, to hear you speak of being robbed when Great Britain brings you the greatest gift of all, the gift of civilization. The Zande gentleman leaned in and responded bitterly, I've seen the ships that arrive at our shores, and I've seen the ships that leave. The civilization you are bringing must be very light, but the price we pay for it seems to be quite heavy indeed. That's all affectations and lies. Send them back immediately. This degrades relations and makes the trade unionists and the intelligentsia mad, or perhaps there's some value in hearing their perspective. This slows down colonization in 3 different areas. I'm going to go with the first one. The trade unions are very, very unhappy. That's reducing state construction efficiency, and I don't much care for that. So, I'm actually going to stop bolstering the industrialists right now and start suppressing the trade unions. In fact, if I cut one more consumption tax, I can still bolster the industrialists, and that would be rad. Alright. Let's see how things are going over here. We are winning this battle. Wonderful. So that's gotten us 26% landing progress. We are winning battles all along this front. Another event. Mission to Africa. A group of Christian missionaries want to bring the salvation of the Gospels to a colony in British Ubangishari. I do not believe that everyone entitled to salvation because we must be I do not believe that everyone is entitled to salvation, because we must be free to reject it. But I do believe everyone is entitled to the choice. We must not and cannot sit idle in Great Britain while there are yet unenlightened heathens in this world. If the colonial project is to truly be a moral one, as you claim, then surely all moral instruction must begin with this choice. Fang uprising, I'll deal with that in a moment. Spreading the true faith is a vital part of the colonial project. Extra conversion and extra migration traction in British Ubangishari makes the Anglican Church happy and degrades relations with Azande and Dar al-Kuti. Or, we are here for the glory of of Great Britain, not the glory of God. Makes the Anglican Church upset and reduces tensions by 3. The Anglican Church is marginalized. We're going to go with the second one. So, fun here. Alright. Do they have anything resembling a real army? Not really. Let's send the army of Australia to deal with it. Alright, how's our landing progress? We are losing this battle. That's okay. These things happen. We got battles happening in Oklahoma that are actually slowed down pretty well. We have a lot of... Ooh, perfect. Our force comparison on this front is really good. I'm not sure why we're not winning as many battles. Maybe I'll set the... Oh, Congo. Oh, yes. Maybe I'll set our strategic objective to be California. Maybe that's the right call, for the moment at least. Alright, so... Another battle we are still losing. It was the same battle. Vulcanization. We just got vulcanization. This is wonderful. So, what this is going to do as it's going to allow us to produce way more tools by utilizing all of the rubber that we've got. So, let's grab our... It's going to allow us to do a lot of things. We're also going to be able to output a bunch more elastics, a bunch more luxury clothes. But we'll kind of wait on that for now. Market for luxury clothes is pretty okay. I don't want to goof things up too bad. It's the market for tools that's really rough. So, to get started with... Ooh, and there's rotary valve engine. Hanover wants an alliance, decline. So first we'll start with the ones in the home countries. There's machined steel tools. It's going to cost 300 rubber. And more steel, but less wood. So we switch over to that. That puts us in a rubber input shortage. But as the weeks go by, all these rubber plantations we've been building are going to flex upward in cost, right? In production, right? They're going to flex upward in production, right? What? It's not great. Didn't we build a bunch, say, in Guyana? Why aren't they flexing upward in production? They are flexing upward in production. Maybe we need to do more. I'm going to do more. We have the ones in Lancashire, Wales, Yorkshire, the Midlands, the West Country, and the Lowlands. That's all the ones in Britain proper. Grab the ones in Ireland in a sec, but, so that's good. So where are our rubber plantations? I'm going to switch these all the way over to automatic irrigation, and that's going to increase their base output really significantly. So now we're producing more rubber. We have 200... So we have 25 plantations, and each plantation has the maximum capacity to output 60 rubber. So that means 25 times 60 is about 1,500, and that's pretty much exactly enough to support our current situation. So I think it'll be fine. If this is still kicking around after a while, I'm going to have to revisit. But for now, I think we'll be good to go. We are losing this battle again. Unfortunately, America does still have war support protection. But I think we'll be able to win in the West fairly handily at this point. And then it's just a matter of pressing forward to the American capital, which is going to be lightly defended with us having drawn a bunch of troops away. Basically from the Western Front. Okay. War with Prussia and Bremen, that doesn't concern me at all. 2 arms. We've got rubber rushes everywhere. We'll just go ahead with... This place seems to be the most effective. So the private sector should be building quite a bit of rubber plantations at this point. Well, not quite yet. Oh, wait. There's a whole Papuan uprising as well. Cool. Alright. Let's go ahead and grab the Army of Canada to deal with that situation. Unfortunately, we've had to pull them off. Oh no, they were in Great Britain. Well, perfect. They can get where they're going. Again, this landing is going a little bit badly, but we do have a very significant force overage over them over here, so I'm hoping we can continue to press forward without a problem. What is our... So that's the question we have to ask ourselves here in this war, is what is our war support? Our war support's 50, we're losing 1.33 per week, so I think we can press forward here indefinitely without a problem. And maybe we can even get a hold of DC and put this thing to bed. Let's put the Army of Australia... Now that they're done with the Fang uprising, we can put them over here as well. Alright, disrespecting our maps. The French Republic appears to be disregarding our claim on colonial projects in East Sahara. If given a stern enough reminder, they may be convinced to cede it to us. Perhaps they believe that so far from the home countries we would not notice, or that these are simply plans we have made but would readily adapt to avoid a diplomatic conflict with someone who arrived there first. Whatever their reasons, they must think we can be fooled out of our rightful share of the African continent by fast ships and bold moves. What shall the world think of Great Britain if we prove them right? The maps are clear. The colony is ours. This gives us 21 infamy. Oof. Or let's not make an instant out of some lines on paper. We lose our claim. Ooh. Gotta get a bunch more infamy. Oof, I don't love that. Because we're pretty high on infamy at this point. East Sahara is a really good claim to have, though. Oh, it hurts. I don't want to lose it. You know what? It doesn't matter that much. Let's not make an instant out of some lines on paper. We'll come back for Eastern Sahara. Right, we've nearly got a hold of all of Oklahoma and California. Oh, and there's oil in East Anglia. Encourage this trend. Oil is the future. So if we can continue to win battles in these zones... Rubber in the Sunda Isles. Excellent. Oh, we've almost got a hold of all of California, and we've got a hold of all of Oklahoma now. So, I think if we are unfortunately losing this invasion, we're winning on the sea. Household division is just not doing so hot. Morale's pretty good. Manpower's only okay. We keep having problems. We got a hold of California now. And there's the war with Papua broken out. Continuing to win the war on the sea here. And there's war against the Fang 1. They still have war support protection. I may have made an error adding this this war goal. But we'll see. Bangala uprising. Gosh. Alright, well, we'll send the Army of Australia to deal with it. Continent of Opportunity. Mentioned Gambia. Colonists, having moved to Gambia in hopes of building a new life in Great Britain's new African territories, are struggling to survive the unfamiliar environment. If it was only the temperature and the weather, we would manage. If it was not also the flora, the fauna, and the soil which were so wholly alien to our customs. We knew we would be on the frontier of a new chapter in British history, but if there is to be anything more than a footnote, the assistance we've received thus far is woefully lacking. We'll supply them with what they need. This costs us a bunch of cash. The Colonial administration should assist them. This gives us minus 10 bureaucracy. Or the African colonies are survivors, not charity cases. Reduced colony growth. I'm going to take the bureaucracy hit. It's only 10. Are we succeeding at landing here? We're not. I think I might call off this naval invasion. At least once this battle is done. Yeah, I don't think this is going very well. I think we need to try again somewhere else. We are taking more and more territory in the west, though. So let's see if we can't change our objectives to DC and try to get there that way. Maybe we'll try to sneak in DC. I'm going to maybe let this get one more battle, and then I'll continue this thing. Okay, no, the invasion failed. Alright, cool. So, Household Division is going to the New England HQ to recover. So we'll let them go ahead and recover some manpower, and then we'll start a new invasion. And hopefully that will allow us to get what we need. Maybe we should Heavenly Kingdom wants an alliance. No thank you, not at this time. Two Sicilies wants a defensive pact. Ooh. I'm going to decline. Ooh. South Italian mass migration, migrating from the French Republic to Munster in the surrounding states. Wonderful. Just realized I need to upgrade those. Diplomatic tour. The ruling armed forces led by the war in Bangala. The ruling armed forces led by the charismatic Charles George Gordon has initiated a great promotional tour. The decision to focus efforts domestically or internationally has been left to the last minute, however, and it's unclear if the armed forces will do more for itself or for the country as a whole. Nothing wrong with a little self-promotion if it's for a good cause. And how do you determine the character of a cause? By how it ripens your purse? But by its very nature. Why, a cause of ragamuffins might have a healthy effect on the state of its heart is in the right place. This should drum up support for the armed forces. It should drum up support for Great Britain. I'm going to go for the first one. Strengthen the armed forces. So Household Division's getting back up there. We are continuing to press forward in this war. We've kind of run out of war support, though, so we're going to be forced to bail out eventually. Let's see if we can't make an end run. We'll let the strength of this army get a little bit higher, and then we'll try to take an end run and invade DC. We'll see if we can make that happen. Maybe we'll invade Virginia and target DC. And we'll see if we can get there, because Virginia, I think, is in a less good HQ overall. Alright, I think we're good. Time to do this. Cool. And this is the Household Division. Yes. Alright, so naval invade Virginia with the Household Division. Confirmed. Goldfields depleted. The rich mineral deposits in North Borneo have been drained. Mines are being shuttered, and all the prospectors who moved in are beginning to drift away in search of the next big strike. Alluvial gold dried up, miners go home. River dried up due to miner activity. Shafts condemned as threat to life. Enter at own peril. Trespassers will be shot. Survivors will be shot again. Unfortunate, or we can't just let them leave. I'm going to say unfortunate. It's going to reduce the migration attraction, but that's not that big of a deal. Plus, we can build more gold mines. And that's very good for our overall minting. 6 convoys in the English Channel. The enemy got a fleet there again. Well, we got a fleet there. Alright, so maybe taking over New England was a harebrained scheme, but I'm still kind of hoping it works. Even if just for the memes. Oh my gosh, we're winning this battle. Ooh, electrical generation. Let me quickly check how we're doing. Do we have any transport shortages? We got a bunch. In Hakinohe. Where are you? Oh my goodness, I never actually built a port here. That was incredibly dumb of me. I built a treaty port and I never built a port. That was really smart. I'm so smart. I'm such a smarty pants, smart person. A grand smartman is what I am. A real smarts lord. Alright, here's another battle occurring. 60 on 60, but we are still winning. Perfect. And our armies are pressing forward towards DC now. We have any additional areas we can colonize. Oh, West Sahara. Yes. Looks like the Ottomans already started there, but that's fine. Finances are still pretty solid. Equatoria, Congo Oriental Front. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. We're in another... Actually, I'm going to put these on the smaller southern front. And the Army of Canada on the northern front. So, this is another colonial uprising, this time from Azande. I don't have any concerns about that. How's our landing progress? We're at 50%. If we can continue to win here, we can do whatever we wish to do. In fact, let's try to get cheeky here. The Army of the West Indies is currently not engaged, so let's put them let's put them in Maryland. We'll put them in the other side, and we'll try to see if we can get there. Oh no, they are in battle. Okay, grab the Army of West Africa. We'll start another naval invasion. I'll pull them off the Western Front over here, but I don't think that's necessarily a tragedy. We are experiencing significant victories against the Americans over here. We are continuing to push towards DC. This has become a very silly war. So, we're still having a shortage of rubber. So let's go ahead and build up some rubber facilities. Because we got space all over Africa to build those. And the private sector is just not doing it. Niger Delta always has plenty of labor. So we can build there. Let's see. Windward Coast has some as well. We're going to need to build up some railways to assist with the infrastructure. Build 5 levels here, Niger Delta, that should cover it. And I'm going to put a few, oh, we're in the private sector queue. I'm going to put a few of these right at the top, just to make sure we're good to go on that stuff. All right. So we're losing this battle, but we're going in another direction. And this one is a success as well. The battle for Annapolis. Oh, dang it. Gosh, I really need the landing craft technology. I'm currently working towards telephone to get radio, because that's what I need in order to be able to get my tasty, tasty siege artillery. And there's the war with Azande. Oh, boy. Oh, my gosh. There's colonial uprisings everywhere. Alright, so this army has gotten its uprising sorted out. We'll move it over here. And this army... Actually, no. Army of Australia is going to Hereroland. Army of Canada is going to Equatoria. This is going to be a constant feature of our colonial adventurism, by the way. This is going to be a forever issue. We are winning another thing. We're at 25% landing progress here. And how is this one? We're still at 0%. So we're just bashing forward as fast as we can here with all these various tricks and fiddlesticks. I think it's possible if we fall out of this war... Oh, invasion stalled. Gosh darn it. Ah, because there's a battle happening on the sea. Well, that'll be fine. We'll for sure be able to win that with no problems. Are you on this front? Yes, you are. It's wild. All right, we are winning in Azande. Again, if we can make progress here, we could potentially win these battles. Let me look at where America is financially. They're at 3.91 million pounds in debt. And if we continue, they're actually losing debt. But they might be on high taxes or something. Everyone's declaring various stances towards our engagements here, but the long and short of it is no one's interfering in our colonization of Africa. So we're very rapidly moving towards total dominance here. That was very loud because we were setting off 2 wars at once. One here with Dar el-Kuti and one here with Hereraland. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, here we go. Cool. We got some more events. The Devil's Railroad. Workers on the railway in Hausaland are dying in droves due to the harsh malarial conditions and the extreme demands placed upon them. Every mile is marked with gravestones, every track laid in blood. Malady and the scorching heat blister our bodies. We pave the road to hell with our lives. Full steam ahead. Extra mortality. Where this is too high a price to pay, reduce state construction efficiency. I'm going to go with full steam ahead. We got to get building. Infertile grounds. This is just the agitator who just appeared, an ethno-nationalist associated with the petite bourgeoisie, failing to gain any kind of traction. And I'll go ahead and read it out. It's a nice, fun one. Finding both the British public and supposed political allies unreceptive to his ideas, frustrated, Andrew Evatt has decided to retire from the realm of politics, opting instead to spend the rest of his days penning embittered reflections on what could have been. I give these bumpkins the truth, and how am I rewarded? With deafening silence. Ooh, there's camera. Wonderful. And they call London a city of ideas, of culture. The only evidence of cultivation I found in that cesspool of a city came from the fields outside it, and even they were cared for poorly. Good riddance to you all, I say, sirs. Good riddance to you all. Let him peddle his ideas in peace away from London, politely inform him his presence is unwanted in Great Britain, or the man just needs a little nudge to get him back in the game. I'm going to take the first one. You can go somewhere else. Oh my goodness. We nailed it. We got there, friends. We've got a naval invasion landed and are pressing towards D.C. Wonderful. Oh, yes. I'm going to grab the Army of the Mediterranean and assign it to this front so that we can faff about over there. Feared but not loved. The Netherlands owing us an obligation can be used to request a propaganda campaign making the world see our nation in a more pleasant light. It is well for a nation to be respected, feared even, but we can truly expect them to support us in the future if most Dutch children grow up hearing stories about how we will eat them if they don't behave. Everyone should remember how we came to their aid. We could lose 10 infamy, which would be nice, or why when we are a nation to be feared. What's our current infamy? Our current infamy is at 13. I'm going to say everyone should remember how we came to their aid, because I'm going to do colonial conquests, and I wish to go forward, and we are leading a successful landing in Virginia here as well, so that should get us DC pretty soon. Got another Hell on Earth, this one in the British Ivory Coast. I'm going to launch that inquiry because damn. Oh, that's a real shame. That's okay. I'm hoping at this point, though. Okay, but now America's losing war support because they're actually not holding any of their war goals over there. So Mexico will still get those things, and we will get what we wanted, which is a weaker America. And then we'll be basically at 0 infamy if the Netherlands decide to do the thing we asked them to do, which they did not, angrily starts improving relations. Okay, so we got 2 Wars hurtling towards conclusion. Peace deal. And peace deal? Oh, not quite yet. A little bit longer. Peace deal? All right. So, we've still got 12.9 infamy, which is quite a bit. First things first, I'm going to reduce the autonomy of Sokoto. Oh, they might not say yes. Well, that's interesting. How much infamy would this cost us? 6.0. I don't necessarily want to fight them about that. But what about the Netherlands? Nope. Oh, they're in a diplomatic play now. Well, I could still start grabbing more territory in Africa. And here's America about to lose, which means all their remaining war goals they'll be forced to accept. How long has this episode been going? Oh my goodness, we're actually basically at the end of the episode. We'll go to the middle of the year. They're feeling pretty cocky. I don't feel as though I need to involve myself in this situation. You know what, Netherlands? I think you can really handle this. This is a... There's no... Yeah. Netherlands, you have fleets, right? At least a few? Yes, you do. Alright, alright. I don't need to involve myself in that. I can do other things. Like take over Sintan, a country that inexplicably has not seen which way the wind is blowing. Let's go ahead and grab them. Ottoman Empire sides of the Netherlands. Alright, so that'll be just fine. Wait. No. I have access to the Japanese market once again. We need to do some trading. So, they need tools, they need guns, they need explosives. They need iron, and they need paper and luxuries. Cool. Tools, guns, explosives, iron. Let's start with that. Poppy dock. Ah, we're exporting a bunch of opium. Tools. Guns. Opium. Iron. And explosives. No, explosives are not productive. Shame. Alright. What else, what else, what else? Well, I think explosives will be productive eventually. Then we need paper, luxuries, porcelain, and oil. Paper, luxuries, porcelain, and oil. Paper, luxuries, porcelain, and oil. All right, that is looking just fine. We're also colonizing Sahrawi pretty well. This became available to us, by the way, because France finished taking over Morocco. So that's why that's happening. All right, who do we want to take over here? What's this? This is Ashanti. 3.7 there for me. That's such a tiny space, though. Oh, Eastern Mali. That's a good target. 17.5 infamy. We're actually nearly there. So maybe we'll go ahead and do that in our next episode. Yeah, look at this border gorn. Beautiful. I'm actually really pleased. Mexico's getting back the old territories, and I am pleased as punch. France is trapped in another revolution. The radical French Republic under a universal suffrage parliamentary republic, as opposed to a landed voting one. Everything's coming up Great Britain. USA is still parliamentary republic trying to go to oligarchy under the industrialists. How's diplomacy? They're actually still pretty okay with us, which is very funny. Another rubber rush. This place seems to be the most effective. As you can see, our empire in Africa is steadily growing now. We've also got a hold of most of Papua New Guinea and a bunch of islands over here. So things are going pretty well for Great Britain, I would say. It's been a fun and wild episode. I've had a good time. I hope you all have had a good time, and I will see you all on the other side.